So this is a message to all the parents. It's very important how you raise your daughters, especially how when they're growing up, don't feed them with a lot of money, especially with boys. What do you do with boys is you make them weak men, and they always rely on their parents for money as the source. And when you don't give it to them, or go big man will buy you, or they'll sell your assets, they'll sell your car because they need that money because it's been given to them, it's been handed to them like a free handout. I grew up with a guy called Sir Bob Sinclair. He kind of raised me after my father died, and he's one of the richest men in Ley. He owns Ley International Hotel. He owns Ley Builders, Philco Joinery, South Sea Lines. I mean, this guy practically runs half of Ley City. And he was tight. He was so tight. He never gave me money growing up. Lunch money. I used to make lunch to go to school. Blah blah blah. On the weekends, I'd be working at Ley Builders, mixing cement bags, packing sawdust, working at the Philco Joinery, then working at the TAB horse race on Saturdays. And I never had time to just chillax, watch Nintendo and all that stuff. So it was good. It was hard. It wasn't hard. It was like it was a good upbringing because my mind was always focused on doing things. So I always did side hustles. So just going back to like you kids these days, parents, we need to be harsh on our kids. Not harsh, but make them earn what they do. So don't keep on handing them money. Always make them earn what they keep. Let them sell boy, let them do smokes, let them do part-time jobs so they can know what the real world is. When we start spoon-feeding our kids, we start ruining their lives. You think you're doing good, but you bugger up people do stuff. Because I know my daughters go to school with some politicians' kids and some so-called, some other millionaire kids, and they're telling me, oh, Dad, they give me 50 or 100 kina a day for lunch. And I was like, that's them, that's not us. So the thing with giving money to your daughters all the time is they're going to expect money and they're going to be weak, just like your sons. And when daughters expect money all the time, and then when they hit the real world, 19, 20, and they find it hard to, live on 100 or 20 kina a fortnight, and they can't hustle, guess what they do? They'll look for a sugar daddy. And that is not what we want for our daughters. We want to raise strong, independent women who can raise and make money for themselves, not dependent on anyone, but also be respectful to the parents, be respectful. And that's the biggest thing. How kids turn out, it's because parents are so weak and they just throw money at them thinking that it's love. It's not. And when they grow up, they're going to find that kind of money. Money is love, and we don't want that for our children.